What is up, YouTube? My name is Brandon Rogers. This channel is called Chili Dog Motorsports, and we're back in my garage with our Sportster chopper project. Today we're going to be setting up the rear wheel, and we're going to show you how to set up yours too. So stay tuned, and we will show you step by step how to do that. Now, a couple of important parts we are going to need today are going to be your rear wheel, for obvious reasons, the stock axle and spacers, including the chain tensioners from inside your swing arm. We are going to need our rear brake. In our case, we're sticking with the stock one, but you can use an aftermarket one. And then we need a couple simple tools for cutting and grinding. Now let's go ahead and start with one of the easier parts first. We're going to talk about these chain adjusters from our swing arm. Now these are going to act like the bushing that rides between the axle and our colony style adjusters. But we don't need this extra little bit hanging off, so we're going to cut that and grind it flush. Now, this part is pretty simple. I've just got it chucked up in my bench vise here. If you don't have a bench vise, I'm sorry for you, but you can hold it by hand, it don't matter. We're just going to go ahead and cut this little screw bit off there. And we're going to go ahead and do the same to the other. And then go ahead and take an angle grinder, bench grinder, hand file, whatever you need to do. We're just going to knock that little weld booger off there, smooth it up, and make it look good. Let's get you on in there. And just like that. Focus. That's all we're doing. Just smooth it up. Make it look good. I'm going to go ahead and do the same to the other. And then we'll be back. And now we have beautiful spacers for our axle adjusters without any of the extra bits. Let's move on to the next thing. And now we are going to modify our stock brake bracket because that's what we're using. If you're using an aftermarket one, you might not have to do anything to it. But we're going to have to take a little bit off here so it fits down below there. We got to grind some of this rib off just to clear for a little bit of interference. But it's not too hard, just a little bit of grinding. And we can start by just removing this little rubber bumper here. We don't need it at all, so just chuck it. And then we're going to go ahead and grind this little ledge down flush with the, I don't know, that ledge there. And then this little ledge that the bumper lived on, we're going to cut that off flush with that little ledge there. Let's go ahead and do that. And then go ahead, grind it flush, and clean it up. And here is the final product we are looking for. Focus. I want to grind it just flush, don't want to go too far. And then what we need to do is on this rib down here, we need to measure about 2 inches back from the edge, mark it, and start kind of grinding away at this, scallop it a little bit to clear our frame rail. It's going to be kind of a grind and check kind of thing. Grind it a little bit, check the fitment, grind it some more if needed. But we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Handy dandy Fat Max and a silver Sharpie. Go ahead and mark 2 inches, and then basically everything back here we're just going to start kind of dishing out to clear the frame rail. And this is what we are looking for right here. Go ahead, put that in. Now we can see this. The scallop that we created clears the frame there and there beautifully. You want to make sure it's butted up against this axle plate here when you do that, but yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now we can go ahead and install the caliper mounting bracket. And now with the caliper mounting bracket included in our hardtail kit, just put it on in the caliper bracket there, butt it up against this adjuster, get our bolt in there, wherever the bolt hole is. Get a bolt in there. Now, our brake caliper bracket is mounted, ready to put our caliper in. That is all we need to do there. Now we can start getting the actual wheel in. And then everything is going back in the bike basically the same way it came out of our swing arm, with the exception of our chain adjusters are now just on the outside instead of inside the swing arm tubes. We can go ahead, pull our axle out. Brake caliper bracket's going to want to come out. I'm going to set the axle up with our new spacers out of our old swing arm on the outside. It's going to go through the axle plate, and then we're going to have a spacer against the sprocket side there. Get our axle most of the way through. Whoop. Let the bike fall over. Then we're going to want to get our caliper bracket back up in there. Like I said, this is kind of a pain in the ass by yourself. Way better if you got a buddy. The hardest part is just getting this brake bracket back in there. There. Get all that in. Then we will take our other old swing arm chain tensioner, now bushing, put that on, put our washer on, put our castle nut on, and then we would just go ahead, torque it all to spec, and that is it. Well, once you get your chain and everything properly adjusted, but that is how you install your wheel on your hardtail Sportster chopper. Not too bad. And that is everything you need to get your rear wheel set up in your hardtail Sportster. Now this is going to be a little specific to the Throttle Addiction kit, but a lot of it's kind of generally the same. You're going to have to clearance some stuff like your caliper brackets if you're using the the stock brackets or whatever. But yeah, that's how you do it for a Throttle Addiction kit, because that's what we're doing it on. If you like the parts we used today, we're going to link them all down below so you can get them and use them too. We appreciate each and every one of you watching our videos. It means the world to us. But I think it's about the time in the night you need to get out of my garage here. I need to go to bed. Just leave, please. What's that? Oh, now it's time for a word from our sponsor. The only sponsors this channel has is you. Now we appreciate each and every one of your views and subs. It means the world to us. but unfortunately meaning the world to us, doesn't build shoppers. Money does. Now, I'm not going to sit here and beg for your money, but what I will offer you is a stylish product. Our design and marketing team, me, have done it again with breakthrough innovation in head covering technology. We asked them for something bold yet simple, retro yet stylish, something that said, choppers. And now for a limited time only, you could pick up one of these sweet retro trucker hats from our online store. Every purchase directly helps this channel and the projects we're working on. So run, don't walk, to get yours now before supplies run out.